my God, I am back. It's episode 9, season 1 of my NBA career. Last time, I got my ass whipped. October 1, I get my ass whipped. October the game with Timberwolves. Boston beat my ass. But now I'm here. Going to the next 3 games we have today. I hope you all be safe out there. There we go. Now in Denver. And Denver, over here. And Denver with my ass.
Hey, they're professionals too.
Right now I'm 15-9. I think good. 15-9. Then Timberwolves, then Rockets, then Mavericks. So I feel I will end the game, end the stream tomorrow to the next Mavericks game. The key game is Grizzlies, the Warriors, and trying to do Pelicans.
You ready to give these fans what they paid for?
Four games I want to trying to do something. 4 more hits here, but I want to try to put in 4. I will try to put in 4.
Yo, what's good, MP?
Good, man.
I'm watching. You got a mean bag, keep going, bro.
And that's big time coming from you, man. I study your game.
I appreciate that, But remember, nothing in this league is given to you. You gotta earn it. Trust me. I'm speaking from experience. Take your time.
All right, man. Well, look, I want to get that jersey from you after the game. What's up with that?
What I have to tell you, you gotta earn it, man.
It does so. I'm going to give
Oh, we on that type of time. It's a bet. Let's do it.
All right, let's do it.
Good evening, everyone. This is the fourth and final group stage game for these teams in the NBA Cup. It should be a great one. Alongside Greg Anthony, Coach Stan Van Gundy, and our reporter, the Hall of Famer David Aldridge, I'm Kevin Harlan. And tonight, we'll be joined by the man with his finger on the pulse of the NBA, no one better than Shams Charania. Shams, it is so great to have you courtside with us.
Well, Kevin, thank you so much. Talking basketball is what and honestly, we were born to do, so let's do it.
And look at the guys by our side, man. We all love this game. Let's go right into it. Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. We got DeAndre Ayton. Grant is out there with Denny Avdia. Then it's Sharp, and it's Simons in at the point guard. And for the Clippers, Jones and Zubats make up the 4 and the 5. Harden out there with the chosen one, and it's Powell in at the small forward.
You want to bench? I'm getting top. Come on.
And the Clippers getting that contract extension done with Coach Ty Lue. They've really invested in the future, haven't they, Sean?
A nice, shiny new arena and everything that they built in LA. And yet, this is a talented and aging roster. The clock is ticking for this iteration of Clippers basketball around Kawhi Leonard. They know the time is right now.
And they've added Jeff Van Gundy to another great basketball mind on that staff. The chosen one's shot is off. And so it's Avdia with it. He brings it up for Portland. And then Sharp with the dunk.
We'd heard the stories about Sharp and how impressive his vertical is. Now we see it on full display.
The chosen one gets the basket.
Well, all of us coaches, we love when you can create looks in close.
Simons kicks to Grant. Shoots over Powell. It's hauled in by Zubac. Here's Los Angeles now. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. There's the screen. Pass to the chosen one. Zubac, a screen on Sharp. Such a wide open look. The chosen one's got his second bucket of the night. So for the Trailblazers, their last game, a loss to Dallas. And here's Sharp. It's hauled in by Zubac. LA's on 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Jones with the screen on Simon. The chosen one's shot is off. Well, we can all agree nothing better than the atmosphere of an NBA game. So, Shams, I know it's hard to pick one. But is there a best crowd, a best atmosphere in the NBA that you've come across that you really appreciate?
The Warriors fans, I feel, even at their peak, they bring a different level of aura, of enthusiasm. Kevin, you've been to more arenas than I have in more celebrated time as well at different points. What's your favorite, what's your best NBA arena atmosphere?
When that New York crowd is popping, that arena is second to none, man. It is sizzling. Like you, I love knowledgeable fans, right? They know the calls, they know the officials, they know the strategies, they know what a player can and cannot do. That, to me, is the best part about going in some of these arenas and feeling that the players, have made it to a point where the fans know exactly what they can and cannot do. Knowledgeable fans.
I'll take your word for it, but that just means I have to get out to a Knicks game ASAP.
Now, here's Avdia. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game. Ayton, well, it was only a matter of time, but they finally get the bucket. Ayton's got his second basket of the game. The Clippers trail. Here's the chosen one. He's got 5. Pass to Harden. And that one, good.
And for Harden, finishing through contact is just part of the job description. He gets bodied up almost every time he takes it inside.
When you look at the NBA, Shams, any changes you'd like to see?
To me, it's having players stay healthy, right? I would love to have a rule that players just play and the top players are there playing the most meaningful moments of regular season games and allowing players to have freedom defensively. And the league can find plenty of other ways to score players, but to allow players to really be there in the big moments, to defend at a high level. And I would just love to have a healthy serum that we can spread around the league and keep these guys on the field.
I think here at the table, we're all nodding our heads, looking up and down. We all agree completely with what you're saying. Zubac, a screen on Grant. The chosen one's shot is on.
Another miss. He is struggling for the quarter.
Outside, Simon. Going inside. Stolen by Zubac. To the middle. Here's Jones. That one, no good. Some solid defense from Grant. Trailblazers trail by 4. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, the Blazers are in the midst of a rebuild. Coach Chauncey Billups said it's been a tough couple of years. I'm just here every day grinding through it, helping my guys the best I can. I'm ready for that challenge and that pressure to go out and compete with these best teams. In the NBA, Kevin, this sort of thing takes time.
A lot of time, but the West is tough, David. Thank you. And so Chauncey Billups calls for the timeout. He won. Shams, we know you grew up in Chicago. I'm assuming you grew up a Bulls fan. Who didn't? And you had to have a favorite player growing up with those terrific teams.
I was a big-time fan of hoops in general. Definitely someone for me was Kobe Bryant. That someone wasn't a Bulls fan. We almost got him one year, but that was someone I grew up watching. Kevin, did you have a favorite team or player growing up?
Well, I love Kobe. I called every season of LeBron and every season of Kobe Bryant. And Bryant actually did stuff for 2K. As you know, not too long ago, before his passing, we sat down for a couple hours. But I hate to rank them because Kobe, Jordan, and LeBron are all right there at the very, very top. Hard to beat Jordan, right?
Very hard to beat Jordan. Obviously, the GOAT, the greatest of all time. Kobe, for me, watching growing up, that was the closest thing that I had.
Here are the five. Portland has to start the second quarter. Williams is out there with Jeremy Grant. Then there's Klingon. Then it's Henderson. And it's Banton in at the 2 spot. And here's Henderson. James Harden getting it to go from deep. Count it. And that's now 6 points from Scoot Henderson.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
It's Bogdanovich on the wing. He's covered by Grant. Jones with the screen on Grant. Bogdanovich, no luck.
Well, that one should be in his wheelhouse, but just off the mark.
Here's Banton. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game. Trailblazers moving on. Shams from Damian Lillard, arguably the best player in franchise history. What do you think, though, about the haul they got from that deal with Milwaukee?
It was essentially 2 trades. One, moving Damian Lillard to Milwaukee, and then part of that package was Drew Holiday. They sent to Boston. So in total, 3 first-round picks, 2 swaps, some good young players in DeAndre Ayton. The Portland front office believes that they are building for the future. And with these draft picks, with the swaps, and DeAndre Ayton, they feel like they have the makings of some talent to move forward.
Young team, nice team with a lot of room to grow. Good point. Henderson, no good. Well, it was the Clippers. Their last game, a loss to Denver. And another 3 for the Clippers.
Their 3rd three-pointer in a row.
Trailblazers trail by 14. Here's Banton. Pass to Henderson. Klingon the screen for Henderson. Portland again missing.
Oh, he's frustrated there. You know he wanted to come right back with the 3 of his own.
Klingon with it. Henderson outside. Connects from 3-point range. Henderson's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
A part of Henderson's game that's improving. Nice to see him build some confidence from behind the line.
There's the pick. Bogdanovich passes to the chosen one. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Pass to Harden. Just 5 on the clock. And again, it's the Clippers from deep. You communicate so much with NBA GMs. You talk with owners. You talk with personnel people. You know, knowing what they do, what is an overlooked part of how they operate their day-to-day jobs with these NBA teams?
A few things for me, Kevin. It is the relationships with agents, with other teams. Are they trusted? Do they have the trust of others? That is of importance, certainly. And how well connected are they within the organization? How are they building their own front offices in their own buildings? But their thirst for information, their ability to use information to strategize, that is something that occurs every single day. Because if you know something is happening with a specific team, that could shape how you want to strategize your team moving forward.
And it's Henderson with the ball for the Trailblazers. 17-point game. It's in the bucket for his fourth field goal. Shooting at a 4 of 9 clip.
Well, Henderson is a flashy player. He doesn't mind taking risks and trying to get creative.
Here's the chosen one. 11 points in the game.
Well, he hasn't had a great night shooting the ball, but they're in the lead, and that's the only thing that matters.
It's Henderson on the wing. Puts up a 3. That's in for his 5th make of the night. Now shooting at a 50% clip, 5 for 10.
Well, there's no question he's carrying the load in this quarter, but he's going to need some help.
Pass to the chosen one. Zubac's a screen on Henderson. The chosen one's shot is off. Sean, it seems like with these younger teams coming, we may be witnessing a transfer of power. In the NBA, what do you think?
It's really due to the parity that we're seeing in the league, and we haven't seen this much parity in a really long time. It's wide open for teams in both conferences, in the East and West, to claim that top perch. We have to give the league a lot of credit. There's tons of parity.
Which I think is leading to expansion talk, correct? We've got so much talent right now, we can kind of let it ooze out a little bit to some other areas.
Certainly expansion, couple more teams in the league, but the league really loves where they're at now. And any given year, anyone can win.
Trailblazers trail by 11. Grant with the ball. And you can see his scoring totals. Those are some pretty good numbers. He's putting up close to 15 points a game on average. And Ayton throws it down.
Well, this is what they want from Ayton. Play big.
Clippers leading by 9. Powell trying to free himself up.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
Well, that's too easy. As he says, let me add to my highlight reel.
Sharp finds Henderson. Free throw line jump shot. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. Henderson's got 17.
Well, if they can come back and take the lead, this will be because he's carrying it. This quarter's been all about him and his offense.
Now, here's Grant. After the miss from the chosen one, Avdia, the pass to Henderson. Here's Ayton, and Ayton throws it down.
Yeah, some energy from Ayton there.
And Shams, what an absolute delight it has been having you courtside with all of us tonight. Thank you so much for taking time to join us. It has been a true pleasure.
Thanks so much for the invite. I can't wait to do it again sometime. I'm honored. I'm privileged.
Oh, wow, what a great move inside.
That is incredible.
Out of this world. Sharp is so quick into the air, and then he just hangs forever. Able to do things most others can't.
The chosen one's shot is off. Trailblazers trail by 5. Here's Avdia. And finished off by Avdia.
Man, he sure can get off the floor.
He one of the best in the business, absolutely. In the corner, Powell with it. Right wing. 35 seconds left in the first half. That's a shot he doesn't shoot very often. 16 points for the chosen one.
Well, he's just dominating right now. If his teammates are smart, they'll keep getting him the ball.
Outside, Avdia. Here's Henderson. And he banks in the layup. 19 points from Scoot Henderson.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
The shot by Powell, no good. Now Sharp. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Los Angeles on top. They're up by 4. Stay with us, folks. We'll get back just after halftime to start the third quarter.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the...
Hey everybody, as you know, both rosters tonight without a number of...
Really at both ends. No more counting on Leonard for the big stops.
Also, who do you go to at the end of games? Leonard's as clutch as they come.
Well, who's ever's on the floor, Ernie. Got to go to somebody.
And let's get into this first half. A super close game for the Clippers so far.
You look at their success so far, and the result is great execution. They're playing within themselves and within the system.
And that is a wrap. Now let's send you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You look at Scoot Henderson in this game, guys, he has been everywhere.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him. Really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, he's found his spots, been patient with his shot selection, and it's paid off for himself and the team.
Jones and Zubac make up the 4 and the 5. The chosen one out there with Harden, and it's Powell in at the 3 spot. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. It's so easy, Coach, to highlight the athleticism, but there's certainly a mental aspect to the game as well. I know you value that as a coach.
You can never, Kevin, overestimate how important intelligence is. I was in the NBA, or have been around the NBA for 30 years, and I have never seen one really good player who wasn't really smart.
Hey, Greg, what about Jeremy Grant? He's had about every role you can imagine on any team he's played on.
And Kevin, he started out as a second-round pick, hoping to just make a team. He's been a bench spark plug, a starter, even a #1 option in Detroit for a couple years. Grant's done it all.
They set the pick. Jones, the pass to the chosen one. Pass to Zubac. Here's Harden. Up and in on the layup. 15 points for James Harden.
And one of the top scorers in the game. Harden has an innate gift for creating his shot.
And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, Anthony Simons came into the NBA at age 19, and he's paid his dues, working his way up from the end of the bench to a starring role. Coach Chauncey Billups says he just believes he's one of the best players in the NBA, and confidence is a big thing. Well, Kevin, he certainly earned it. Back to you.
I would totally agree with you, D.A. Thank you so much. Here's the chosen one. Tries to keep it alive. Offensive rebound. Zubac, a screen on Sharp. The chosen one. There's 3-pointers off the mark.
And boy, have they been hitting the backboard in this game or what? Kind of surprising. It's such a tight game.
It didn't take long for the Blazers to find Damian Lillard. Jarrett Perrin did it great.
Yeah, they drafted Scoot Henderson with the 3rd overall pick in 2023. Took him a little time to get his sea legs, but his talent is undeniable.
Bogdanovich is checked in for Powell. And so Harden will bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Jones against Abdia. Here's the chosen one. Rebound by the Trailblazers.
He is really scuffling this quarter offensively. Perhaps a little frustration setting in.
Here's Abdia. It's good. Abdia's got 6.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
From 11 feet away, Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. Jones has got his first bucket of the night. 7 lead changes now, and we're just in the third quarter.
Yeah, frustrating for a coach, but it's great to watch as a fan.
Avdia kicks to Simons. The Clippers grab the miss. Bogdanovich has got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
Well, that one didn't fall, but otherwise they've been excellent shooting the ball to start this half. Look, in that first half, he was hot from beyond the arc. And that's now his 2nd in this half.
And the wide open shot from Avdia. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own. It's no good. Fires for 3. Bogdanovich, no luck. Trailblazers trail by 4. Left side, Avdia. Pass to Sharp. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
Well, this was his shot to miss, honestly. Poor coverage, good setup. He just couldn't knock it down.
Now, here's Bogdanovich. The trains the three-pointer. Now it's a 7-point Clipper lead.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
And it's Grant in the corner. Outside, Avdia. Pass to Sharp. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Sharp's got 5 points in the quarter. Jones kicks to Harden. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Screen by Zubac. The chosen ones shot is off.
Well, the defense just dared him to take that one. Poor execution on their part, but they got lucky.
Sharp. That's good.
What a quarter he's had. You can tell he's in the flow. They should be looking for him every possession.
So, for the Clippers, Simmons checked in for... We'll go for a different look here. Zubac is checked in for Simmons. Norman Powell comes in for Bogdanovich. The chosen one, he's checked in for Amir Coffey. And it's James Harden in for Chris Dunn. The Trailblazers also changing it up. Klingon comes in for Ayton. And Delano Banton's subbed in for Avdia. Powell, that's good.
Well, it's only his 2nd 3 of the night. If he's going to heat up, the second half is a great time to do it.
Portland trailing here. On the floor for Portland. Klingon is out there with Williams. Then it's Henderson. Then there's Jabari Walker. And it's Banton in at the 2 guard. Back to Henderson. Outside Williams. Shot clock at 5. Takes the 3. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
Such a confident young man. Scoot just goes for it.
Los Angeles has gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the 4th quarter. Pass to the chosen one. Screen by Jones. Again, Los Angeles.
That pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from that.
Here's Banton, guarded by Harden. And they're moving it up. Powell with it. He's picked up by Walker. Here's the chosen one. Off target from outside. Trailblazers have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the 4th quarter started. Pass to Banton. Now Henderson. 14 feet away. It's tipped. And it's out of bounds. The Trailblazers able to retain possession here. The Trailblazers making a switch here. Simons is checked in. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the 4th. Shot clock at 3. It's hauled in by Zubats. Zubats has got his 7th rebound here tonight. Powell, the pass to the chosen one. Rebound by Williams.
And well, he's going to have some explaining to do on the sideline about why he took that shot.
Yeah, you know, back in the day, you'd be taking a seat. Now, unfortunately, it seems like we see too many ill-advised shots.
And then Henderson with the jam.
A little like Donovan Mitchell there. Henderson makes some really tough shots in traffic.
Here's the chosen one. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Hey, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for the Trailblazers.
Well, the passing has been just exceptional, and it's opened up the floor for them on numerous occasions.
And another thing, they continue to work it inside and score. It's clear their game plan is attacking the paint as much as possible.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Andre Ayton's checked in for Klingon. Avdia comes in for Jabari Walker. And it's Sharp in for Scoot Henderson.
Well, with his team leading, he might just want to put that one in his pocket next time.
Screen by Zubac. The chosen one drills the three-pointer. The chosen one's got 12 points here in the second half.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
Sharp, that's good.
And that's his second triple of the half. None for him going into the break.
Pass to the chosen one. Jones with the screen on Sharp. The chosen one's shot is off. Jones against Simon. Sharp with it. Driving the lane. And then Sharp with the dunk.
And good quickness there. Sharp, exciting to watch when he's in attack mode.
And here is Powell. Defended by Avdia. Here's the chosen one. Sinks the triple. The chosen one's got it all tied up now for the Clippers.
Defensively, you can't back off him that much. You don't want to give up easy threes at this stage of the game. And an exciting player coming into his own. We're seeing all of what Sharp has in this one.
Here's the chosen one. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. 33 points for the chosen one.
And you don't want to allow too many of those short ones with the game right now in the balance.
And so Chauncey Billups calls for the timeout. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now. Grant, he's checked in for the Trailblazers. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Guys, over the break, Chauncey Billups had some advice for his team. He said to them, that's the kind of effort we need to bring every night. You're right in this thing, but it's going to take sustained effort to close it out. Now let's bring it home. Kevin, back to you.
Thanks, David. That one good for 2. And it's now 22 points for Shaedon Sharp.
And this young guy is already imposing his will on the game. Sharp, someone you can count on in the moment.
And here is Grant. Pass to Avdia. Here's Sharp. Oh, good with the triple. And so it's Harden bringing it up for Los Angeles. Here's the chosen one. Screen by Zubac. The chosen one's shot is off. Portland leading.
Oh my God.
And Sharp has it in the corner. Grant outside. Offline with his 3. For Los Angeles, they've gone 5 of 12 in the field entering the fourth quarter. Powell, that's good. Boy, right down to the wire here. Still anyone's ball game.
Yeah, and after all the energy both sides have expended, both teams still hungry for a point.
Here's Simon. And the free.
Delivering when they needed it.
Here's the chosen one. Defended by Sharp. Back to Powell. Clock at 6. Zubac with the screen for Powell. Here's the chosen one. And it's off from three-point range. Portland's gone 2 of 5 on three-point shots since the end of the third quarter. Grant kicks to Simons. And Ayton throws it down. Great game for him. Double-double now. 10 points and 15 rebounds. And we may have an injury here that does not look good.
I mean, you really feel for him. I mean, and the entire team, just you got to hope for the best.
Yeah, this can bring a team together. Guys can step up and try to pick up the slack for an injured teammate.
Ben Simmons, he's checked in for Los Angeles. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
All stops the dunk there. The best outcome in a bad situation.
First free throw is good, and that brings them within 2. And so Jones nails both of them. 1:05 left to play in the final quarter. Here's Simon. Money!
That is world class.
Yeah, and I can say from experience, his coach just breathed a huge sigh of relief.
Screen by Jones. Here's the chosen one. It's good! And that shot brings them to within just 1. Oh, here's Simon. There's 38 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Hands the 3.
And he just seems to always deliver in the clutch. And he's got it going right now. That's who they want taking the big shot.
The chosen one's shot is over. So they foul intentionally.
First personal foul. First team foul.
26 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Oh, damn, this be right.
That puts them up by 5. And the second free throw, no good. A tough break there.
They've got to take the first good shot they can find.
Yeah, and it basically all comes down to this. If they come away empty here, this one's pretty much over.
Oh, great find there from Harden. He's just so good at finding his teammates in rhythm. You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
Good on the first, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 4-point ballgame.
A very successful visit to the line for him. Now this is a 2-possession game.
And the Clippers call time here. They're behind by 4. What do you think we're going to see coming out of this timeout?
Looking for a quick shot, trying to extend the game.
Yeah, and then they have to foul quickly and hope for some misses at the line.
And there's the intentional foul. No choice but to stop the clock here.
Hey, you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
Oh, damn, between.
At the line for the Trailblazers, Anthony Simons. 2 shots.
Drops the first one, and that puts them up by 5. And so he drops them both. It's a 6-point ball game.
That'll just about do it. Coming through at the line in a big spot.
Los Angeles calls timeout. 12 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Turning here to our analysts, what factors, guys, come to your mind?
They need a quick basket here.
Yeah, and if they can get a decent look from 3, that's the shot to take. Not a lot of time to work with.
Heavy incoming from beyond the arc, a key part of their initiative this entire fourth quarter.
Yeah, it's always a little risky to lean this hard on the 3-point shot. But when you're knocking them down, you might as well keep riding.
So the first one drops, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. So he gets them both, and it's a 5-point game. Here's the chosen one. He's covered by Grant. It falls! And we've got a timeout called by Chauncey Billups. And he knows there's no room for mistakes and wants everyone on. And now they foul and stop the clock. And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. And the second of two is good. That gives them a 4-point cushion. Launches it. No good. And so the big win by Portland in a tight game. So they finish out the NBA Cup group round as a 3-1 team.
And whether you're focused on the NBA Cup or the...
Okay. You got me on that one, but, yo, can we still swap? What's up?
Nah, man. Ain't no handouts. Maybe next time, though, man.
All right. Don't worry. I'll be back.
Yep.
All right.
Very poor line. Very bad.
Sometimes the shots just don't fall.
That's what I might want to stay there. If I need to right now. And that's what I got there now. Okay, starts. Get to Ayuns. Magaling but I want this by yeah, I don't know about this. Here's what. Get to grab a few shots. Okay, because alright. Time back. Until I get more hand in the ball, I want to do next one. I need 8. All this. Driving dunks. Right? Yeah, I need help. I need some serious help. Speed 11. 11,000 Alright. What you call? 9. No, it's 600. But I think I will based on how I play right now, I'm already on play at the maximum speed right now. But do I go into maximum speed? I think. Let's see. I can see the team. Yeah, about that. 400. Wow. And 90, alright. In the range, 17. Alright. So, yeah, 16 on the ups. So I feel I should agility. 8 is activity.
Good game, MP.
But I really feel I should raise up. Don't cut down. I won't feel they don't any longer. I got speed really boy. Alright, go down.
You guys look tired out there.
Yeah, I know. And now it's 10. It's 10.
Visualize a win tonight. Then go out and take it.
Good luck out there, MP.
MP, you're my favorite player, man. Oh.
Spectators engaging in such behavior are subject to detention and possible arrest. Please report any violations of these rules to the nearest usher, security, or arena staff member.
iPhone.
Hi, and thanks for joining us on 2K Sports NBA action. It's coming up. And on tap tonight, it's the Los Angeles Clippers going up against the Minnesota Timberwolves. Alongside Grant Hill and Brent Barry, I'm Brian Anderson. Also with us tonight, our reporter, Allie LaForce. Let's see the stat sheet here for Julius Randle.
And a stat to focus on is his steal total over the last 5 games. He's been working on his defense, trying to be a disruptor, and it's made them a lot better on D.
And a look at Minnesota's opening lineup. Conley and Ant are the 1 and the 2. McDaniels out there with Julius Randle. And it's Gobert in at the center position. And for the Clippers, Derek Jones is out there with Nicholas Batum. Then it's James Harden. Then it's Norman Powell. And it's the chosen one in at shooting guard. Brent, how good does it feel as a player when your team really starts to hit its stride?
Well, it's just awesome, BA, when players understand their role and how locked in that you can be. And there's a whole other level to that when you know going into any NBA contest whether or not you're going to win the game is dependent on what you do. And the opponent has no chance of taking that away from you. That's when you're a championship caliber team.
This is how you begin a game. Set the tone right from the jump.
Take a nice deep breath. You score on that first possession. Gets the game started the right way.
Powell outside. That's good. And it's Jones with the assist.
And how about Powell just coming back and taking on the challenge, answering the call.
Minnesota has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Randle deciding where to go with it. Gobert with a screen on Jones. For 3, Randle. Powell pulls it in. And it's Powell with the ball for Los Angeles. They're coming off that loss against Portland.
And that was a tough loss. 1 or 2 breaks go their way, and it's a totally different outcome.
Yeah, really a game that they should not have lost. But sometimes, even when you play your best, it might not be good enough.
Randle, good.
Yeah, Randle does a good job. His frame alone helps to create some space. Just with a little pivot there, able to find a way to score.
Here's the chosen one. And it's all from three-point range. For Minnesota, they've gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. And Grant, the Clippers have strung together 13 straight winning seasons. But at the same time, it feels like they've left a lot on the table.
Yeah, with all their star power over that time, they've made it past the second round of the playoffs only once. And that fan base is restless.
Well, he's just really struggling right now with everything he's throwing up. Nothing really helping out in terms of his confidence. I mean, these ones aren't even close.
Pass to Randle. Edwards against Powell. And the basket by Edwards.
And they've settled in quickly today. A nice flow and rhythm to their offense.
Harden, the pass to the chosen one. Back to Harden. Here's the chosen one. 5 on the clock. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
I just have not seen him shoot this poorly, guys, in a game this season.
McDaniels finds Randall. Gobert with it. It's Edwards on the wing. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. Grant, when it comes to Anthony Edwards, fair to say he's meeting expectations so far.
Oh, no question, B.A. The first overall pick in the 2020 draft, Edwards has been anything but a bust. Now we are seeing him trying to compete for titles.
And both free throws good for Edwards. And Grant, the success of teams like the Timberwolves showing that size still matters.
Yeah, in this pace and space era, that may have come into question just a bit, but size and skill combined has always been your best bet at winning.
Here's the chosen one. Jones with a screen on Edwards. The chosen one, the pass to Batum. Outside Harden. Will it go? The chosen one shot is good.
He was cold, but that basket might get him going. 1 for 6 now.
And so it's Edwards who brings up the ball for the Timberwolves. Fires from the line. Jones grabs the board.
That's gotta frustrate him. He knows he should have made that one.
Yeah, you can't make them all, and you for sure you want him taking that kind of shot.
Now here's Harden. 15 in his last outing. Outside Jones. Pulls up. The chosen one shot is good. The chosen one's got 5 points. The Timberwolves lead by 3. Edwards looking it over. And Edwards slams it in.
And one of the stronger finishers in this game. Anthony Edwards at his best.
Jones with a screen on Edwards. The chosen one. Three-pointer off the mark.
This is a rough stretch right here for him offensively. Seems to be rushing shots.
And Edwards with the basket on the assist by Randall. 9 points in the game.
Not just the accuracy in the quarter, it's his movement and the energy that's getting him on this nice roll.
Here's Powell. And it's good. Off the back of the rim and in.
And Norman Powell with a smooth shake.
For Minnesota, they've gone 6 of 9 and finding their rhythm now. Here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Moments ago, Tyronn Lue and I were able to chat. I asked him directly about facing Anthony Edwards, and Coach said, he's just so dynamic, right? Our hope is that we can control the pace, make this our kind of game, and he'll be a little less explosive. So the plan is to stifle Edwards by not letting him play at his tempo. Back to you.
Good job there, Allie. Thanks. Now here's Gobert. Yet to see a basket. Lets it go from deep. Edwards can't hit. Clippers trail by 5. Pass to the chosen one. Jones sets a screen. And it's the chosen one missing.
Oh, can't punish the defense for leaving him open that time. That's a frustrating miss for a really steady jump shooter.
Edwards, the pass to Gobert. Now here's McDaniels. Just 5 on the clock. For 3, Randall. Batum pulls it in. The Clippers have gone 5 of 12 in this first quarter. And it's the chosen one missing.
Hate to say it, but if they're still trailing at the final buzzer, a lot of this is going to be felt by him. His shooting tonight has just been atrocious.
Edwards. And even after 2 offensive rebounds, they just can't take the lid off. Out to the right wing. Here's the chosen one. The three-pointer off the mark.
And he just hasn't been able to get it going this period.
No, I haven't seen him in comfortable spots, or at least spots we've seen in this offensive set that are allowing him to settle in.
And now, almost all their points coming from the paint.
And Ty Lue has called a timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. And here in the first half of December, a look at the most recent power rankings. Hey, some intriguing story.
Johnson.
Checked in for Julius Randle. Harden, the pass to the chosen one. Picked by Bogdanovich. Here's the chosen one. And the deficit down inside single digits. The chosen one's got 8. Minnesota leading by 7. Nicholas Batum out there with Bogdan Bogdanovich. Then it's Ben Simmons. Then it's James Harden. And it's the chosen one. In at the 3, the small forward. That's who's out there for the Clippers. Simmons, the pass to the chosen one. Off target from outside.
Well, his shots aren't dropping, and they haven't been able to keep pace, but they trust him enough to keep going to him, see if he can find him.
Outside, DiVincenzo. Here's Garza. Off target from three-point range.
The D doesn't seem to be too worried about him from three-point range, and he shows us why. Still, I expect him to make one of those.
Here's the chosen one. Garza grabs a board.
I know it's about defending the post and the three-point line these days, but still got to be active in the mid-range area, and the defense gets away with one there.
Here's Edwards. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. They'll be playing host to Houston for their next game. Up top, Batum. Batum with a screen on Ingles. And once again, off the mark by Los Angeles. Minnesota leading by 7. Pass to DiVincenzo. Ingles, a screen on Harden. Here's DiVincenzo. Ooh, once again, off the mark by Minnesota. The Clippers have got 2 of 7 attempts to drop since the end of the first quarter. Fires in the triple.
You better be right up on James Harden, or else he's going to bury these threes, and he will do it in bunches.
And what you like about James Harden, he can play with any set of teammates, Brent.
We're seeing this transition, BA, right, from Harden being this elite offensive system by himself to now being a better teammate, a guy who can facilitate and set guys up to make better offensive plays. So not shouldering the entire load anymore. He's been very flexible over the past couple seasons.
Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Here's Edwards.
Tonight has been high.
That one falls.
Yeah, this story in the second quarter much different than the one in the first. We're finally seeing some aggression.
And Chris Finch calls timeout here. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Grant, there's such intense.
Let's see what I ate. By 2015. I rate by 9.2, 9.2 now, but you can right now. Honey, right now. You go right now. Benjamins on the board. I'm right to get my
rivalries at the college level. Do any of those carry over to the NBA?
Oh, BA, they sure do. I was part of some serious college rivalries. There was a lot of trash talk with the guys on the other side. And it didn't stop that much after we got to the NBA.
Norman Powell, he's checked in for Bogdanovich. Conley passes to Randle. Conley looking for an opening. Takes the 3. Sinks the tray. Conley's gotten his second bucket on the night.
A savvy playmaker with a great handle. Conley runs such a smooth pick and roll.
Out to the right wing. They set the pick. Batum pass to Powell. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. The Timberwolves lead by 3. Pass to Conley. Inside. Here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
And certain nights, Edwards just goes off. Very tough to stop when he's in the zone.
Batum sets a screen. The chosen one, the pass to Simmons. Three-pointer, Harden connects from downtown. Harden's got 9.
And that's his second in this quarter, guys. He's made 3 so far this game and is showing no signs of slowing down.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, the Timberwolves are one of the biggest...
Oh! Edwards with the highlight reel jam.
Oh, my goodness. Anthony Edwards. Wow.
And that replay courtesy of the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Goes up on the wing. McDaniels with the rebound.
Gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
Well, after getting off to a great start, hitting those first 2 shots, he's definitely regressed a little bit in this quarter.
Left block shot on the way. Harden, good. Harden's got 8 points in the quarter. And the Timberwolves with possession here. A tough loss coming against the Lakers in their last game played.
That's a game they know they probably could have won. And had a few more things gone their way, they would have.
Maybe should have. The score doesn't indicate just how well they competed in that game. For the majority of it, they looked like the better team.
The paint is where Simmons excels at finding points. He knows how to own the inside.
Outside Conley. Pass to Edwards. Launches it. Yes, great play by Conley to set it up. Conley's got 7 assists in the game.
First 3 of the quarter and 3rd overall, guys. The defense might want to step up just a little bit on him from this point on.
And it's the chosen one missing.
If he's going to keep shooting, they've got to run some plays for him. Screens, pick and rolls, anything they can do to get him started.
The kick out to Conley. Outside Edwards. 5 to shoot. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
And just so mobile at his size. Once Gobert sets the screen, he rolls hard to the right spot.
Down low. Here's Harden. And he drains it. A solid 5 for 6 now.
This is a one-man show right now. He's on a mission to get him out of this hole.
Outside Edwards. Gobert with it. Looking at his numbers. Currently, he's averaging around 9 points a game. Here's Randall. Batum with the defensive effort. Clippers trail by 3. To the right side. Simmons with a screen on Edwards. Here's the chosen one. No good from outside.
Sometimes you just have an off night, guys, and that's what we've seen so far.
The shot's good. Randall's got 6 points.
The strength and the quickness, and now the confidence coming along as Randall's able to score.
Here's the chosen one. Give him 8 points now. Batum sets a screen. Here's the chosen one. And that one hits the back iron. Anthony Edwards has been on display for Minnesota. Continued to rack up points in that quarter. His total for the night to 23. We'll be back in a moment.
Thanks. Look at the rebounding numbers. I'm surprised they've stayed this close. They're not cleaning the glass. It's more like they're fogging it up.
And we should also check in on the injury situation. Who's out of the lineup right now?
The Clippers at less than full strength. This team takes...
That's it for us. Thanks for tuning in.
Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. And you know, Anthony Edwards has been really making it happen, guys.
Oh, he's been their defensive anchor so far. Stifling shots left and right.
Been aggressive to block shots, but also avoiding fouls. That's a heavy presence inside.
Kicking off the second half, here's Chris Finch's 5. Ant is at the 2 with McDaniels playing the 3. Julius Randle out there with Rudy Gobert. And it's Conley in at the 1 spot. And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight.
You're one of the best leaders in the NBA. This team loves having Mike Conley in their locker room.
Now Harden. It's hard to believe now, but Julius Randle has been in the league over a decade now, Brett.
Yeah, it's been an interesting ride for Julius Randle. A lot of different roles, but he's evolved his game quite a bit. Some he's done himself, and then guys have adjusted around the way that he has been a leader, a scorer, a rebounder, a presence. Julius Randle continues to impress and make strides.
Edwards, no good.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
The chosen one shot is good.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
And it's Conley with the ball for Minnesota. It's a 1-point game. Outside Edwards. And there's the foul. It'll go on Norman Powell. That's his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Gobert with a screen on Jones. Randle, the pass to Gobert. Batum pulls it in. Batum's got 5 rebounds in the game. Batum with a screen on Edwards, the chosen one. Misses the 3.
And after burying 3 straight shot opportunities, finally a miss there. Still feeling the momentum, though.
Gobert with a screen on Harden. Here's Conley, and he knocks down the 10-footer. Conley's got 5 points in the quarter.
And they've really managed to dominate inside.
Batum with a screen on Edwards. Gets the 3 to fall.
A dozen consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled.
Harden against Conley. Pass to Edwards. This one for 3. No luck on that one. Los Angeles has gotten 4 threes to fall out of 5 attempts here in the third. Here's the chosen one. Off the mark there with a 3. The Timberwolves trail. Outside Conley. And here's Edwards from deep. Yes, great play by Conley to set it up. Conley's got assist number 8 now on the night.
When Edwards knocks down threes, Ant is pretty much unstoppable.
That shot wide open. The chosen one's got 15 points here in the second half.
All 5 of the last buckets they've given up have been from downtown.
Pass to Gobert. Randle inside, working on Jones. And that one's good. Randle's got 8.
Now you can see the touch and the improvement in that touch right there.
Here's the chosen one. 23 points in the game from outside the arc. Minnesota with a rebound. McDaniels got 4 rebounds now. The putback. Powell pulls it in. The Clippers have gotten 5 of 8 shots to go in the third. Pass to the chosen one. Now here's Jones. Check by Randle. Jones, his shot is good. Jones has got his first bucket in this one.
And their offense has been much tighter since halftime. The guys are starting to work together, moving the ball around, getting good shots.
Here's Edwards. Getting it done inside. Edwards.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. That's why they continue to get attacked.
Timeout. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players. So for the Clippers, Simmons is checked in for Batum. Bogdan Bogdanovic comes in for Powell. And it's done in for James Harden. Good! Another from 3.
For this franchise now, he's hit the most threes in a single season. Unbelievable.
His incredible range stretches out the defense on a nightly basis. It's an invaluable element to this offense. The punch from Gobert.
I mean, how do you stop Gobert on a slam? He's too big, rising up too fast. There's really nothing you can do.
To the paint. DiVincenzo with the steal. And here we go. The Timberwolves on the run. And the big dunk at the end of the break. Extremely competitive game thus far.
Yeah, 6 lead changes in total. I expect there to be more to come.
Dunn outside. Pass to the chosen one. Outside Bogdanovic. There's the 3. It's rebounded by Minnesota. DiVincenzo's got his 5th rebound in this one. Looking to get back on track. Randall can't hit. The Clippers trail. Oh, from deep. And it's the chosen one missing.
You can tell just by looking at his body language that he didn't want to take that shot, although the defense was more than willing to let him attempt it.
Outside Conley. There's the triple. The rebound by Simmons. Simmons has got 6 rebounds in the game. To the inside. Jones. Oh, a big finish with a one-handed jam.
And once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points, moves on.
There are only a few players who can hit a teammate like that in stride. Beautiful assist.
They set a pick. Here's the chosen one. Offline with a 3. Minnesota has gone 1 of 4 here in the 3rd from range. It's Edwards on the wing, defended by Bogdanovich. And the shot's good. Now it's a 3-point Minnesota lead.
Deep into the game, you rely on players like him to keep delivering.
Simmons with a screen on Edwards. A minute 29 left in the 3rd. Here's Simmons. That's in. Coming off an assist from Jones. Simmons has got 5 points.
It's nice to see they're not settling for 3-pointers. These guys are putting in the work inside.
Outside Edwards. Here's Randall. And yes, it goes. Got a little English on that one. Randall's got 4 points this quarter.
You got to appreciate the consistency. Night in and night out, he brings it.
Simmons, the pass to the chosen one. Simmons with a screen on Edwards. And it's the chosen one missing.
Well, he's using the force, but in the worst way possible right now. He just needs to dial it back and look to work the ball around the floor to his teammates.
That's good.
They're winning the battle down low by imposing their will.
And you'd like to go 2 for 1 here, Grant.
And at the same time, you want to get a good shot here, B.A.
And there's the screen. The chosen one, the pass to Simmons. Count it, and the foul. It goes on Mike Conley.
Come on, team. Come on, team. Right, come on. Come on, team. Come on. Yeah, come on. Come on. See, come on. Come 4-4. Right now,
both teams making some changes here. Just over 2.5 minutes played now. Final quarter of regulation. Pass to Harden. Here's the chosen one to the middle. We got Nicholas Batum, Amir Coffey out there with Norman Powell. Then it's James Harden, and it's the chosen one in at the 2. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Edwards. Oh, are you kidding me? Wow, amazing. Man. Oh, a rim-rattling two-handed jam. Oh, doing damage above the rim. That was our AT&T 5G slam cam. Batum with a screen on DiVincenzo. The chosen one shot is good. The chosen one's got 29.
He hit a couple from range in the first half, but now his confidence is through the roof.
Pass to Ingles. Here's Shannon. Out to DiVincenzo. Lets the 3 fly. It's rebounded by Los Angeles.
He had more than enough room to hit that. Just couldn't make it happen.
There's a screen. All alone. And it's the chosen one missing. And so it's Edwards who brings up the ball for the Minnesota Timberwolves. And James Harden pulls it down. Harden's got 5 rebounds tonight. The chosen one, the pass to Coffey. Down it goes. Jam that one home.
Just great offense. The screen freeing him up for the slam.
Hey, without that screen, he doesn't get a clean look at the rim.
Yeah, why settle for the layup when you can attack the rim and rise up like that?
And Chris Finch has called timeout. No doubt he's going to utilize the opportunity to make sure they're all on the same page here. Jones, he's checked in for coffee. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Chris Finch said to the team. He told the team he has complete faith in them, saying, we're right there, now we just got to make that push and really take hold of the game. We can do that. To me, it looked like his players are on the same page with him. Guys, back to you.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie. And that one's good from Conley.
Oh, it helps to have Conley on the floor during these moments. He's outstanding at coming through on those big possessions.
Jones with a screen on Edwards. The chosen one, the pass to Powell. The three ball. Randall pulls down the board. Randall's got 8 rebounds in the game. Pass to Edwards. Down low. The second effort. Here's Conley, and he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. James Harden picks one up.
Totally fearless. Conley clashes against strong defense inside. He'll go to any lengths to find those shots.
And that one falls. That puts him up 1 point in the game now.
Big trip to the line. He did not get all of them, but at least they hold the lead now.
Batum sets a screen, the chosen one. And it's Gobert with a rebound. The Timberwolves shooting only 29% since the fourth quarter began. McDaniels up top. Powell covers. McDaniels against Powell. Conley, he's open. Gets a very good look and converts.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
And the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Pass to Powell. Here's the outside Harden. Up and over Conley. Nice shot by Harden. Harden's got 6 in the quarter.
Big bucket. Harden proving once again he can be counted on.
Now here's Edwards. Defense is right there. Jones with the block. And it's the Clippers on the break. Here's the chosen one. And again for 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
Here's Edwards. Takes it inside. The chosen one grabs a board.
For him, it's harder to miss that shot than it is to make that shot. I think he was anticipating a bit of a bump there.
Shot is up. And a sweet roll that time on the rim. That one falls. And it's a 4-point Clipper lead. Timberwolves shooting pretty well at 45%. And here's Edwards. Inside. Batum against Gobert. Pass to Randall. No good again that time. And so they foul intentionally. 34 seconds left to play in the fourth. And he commits the intentional foul. First free throw is good, and that puts him up 5. Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one.
And not a moment to lose on this possession.
Time is not on their side right now. They're aware.
And he buries it. What a beautiful shot. Brings him within 3.
And you gotta love the mentality of Anthony Edwards. He wants to be the star. He wants the spotlight. Not everyone is like that.
And an intentional foul there stops the clock.
Yeah, just a must-foul situation to stop the clock.
He hits the first one, and that gives him a 4-point cushion. And he hits both free throws here, and it's a 5-point game.
And just like that, this game is a 2-possession affair.
And the Timberwolves call time here. We've got 22 seconds left in the fourth. From a coaching perspective, what are the keys to focus on here?
No doubt. They've got to get a quick bucket here.
It's funny, at this point in the game, the coach is asking the team to be perfect. They haven't been to this point.
Fires from deep. Rebound by the Clippers.
It's been a struggle all night long from deep, but doesn't seem like he's lost his confidence. He's still letting them rip.
Yeah, no choice but to foul in that situation. Although, that's not the guy you want to send to the free throw line.
So the first one drops, and that increases the lead to 6.
Come on. One more. I'm sitting in.
And he cannot convert on the second. That misses. Conley finds Edwards, puts up a deep 3. Now pulls it in.
It's never easy from that distance, but we see him drill those and shoot around all the time.
Oh, no, I know he can make it, but that's warm-up. So maybe just a step too far.
So it's the Clippers picking up the win. This one was in the balance right until the final seconds.
NBA, they showed their character when it mattered most, sending those fans home.
And that'll do it, folks. For Brent Barry, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you.
Right, MP. They can't stop you.
Big man. Alright. Well, we did. Driving guns at 80. After I tell you the palm, no, but they come. I don't want. All speed. At 10. Again, you want don'ts, buddy. Don'ts. We need, come on.
Yeah, it is.
Good win. Let's keep it going.
I don't want to go. I 14 and 10. I ain't got one. But let's see. I come again get Rockets. And then Warriors. We tied to find 3.
It's game time, MP. You ready to put that work in?
We know MP came ready to play.
Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us on 2K Sports. NBA action is coming up. In this game, we'll see the Los Angeles Clippers against the Houston Rockets. I'm Kevin Harlan. With me tonight, Craig Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And reporting from the sidelines all game long, we've got David Aldridge. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Fred VanVleet.
And maybe it's shocking, maybe not too shocking, but the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. I'm sure it's something he's well aware of, and we'll see if that continues to be the case.
Here's the starting group for Houston. Running the wings, they'll go with Green and Brooks. Alperen Sengun out there with Thompson. And it's VanVleet into the one spot. And for the Clippers, they've got Derek Jones. Harden out there with the chosen one. Then there's Drew Eubanks. And it's Powell in at the three, the small forward. And here we are, Greg, about a third of the way through the season. Is it too early to talk about MVP?
Some people debate that even before the season begins. I think we do have a front runner, but out of respect for the field, I'll keep that to myself.
So the Rockets win the tip. And here is VanVleet. Down low. Thompson finds Green. Thompson sets the pick for Green. Off target from three-point range. Here's the chosen one.
Come on.
Screen by Jones. From beyond the arc. The chosen one's shot is off. Last outing for the Clippers, they won that game against the Timberwolves.
Yeah, and that one, their intensity on the offensive end was not matched by their opponent. That led to some easy buckets.
And on top of probably having the better talent, they never let up. Great effort, great win.
All right.
Houston's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Here's Sengun. And Sengun throws it down.
Love seeing Sengun go up strong, leaving no room for error with that finish.
Got it. Good job in the low post. Rockets have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. To the paint. And Thompson kicks to Green. Thompson sets the pick for Green. Back to Thompson. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
It helps that Thompson can score with either hand close to the bucket. Defenders can't force him to one side or the other.
That free throw good from Thompson. And RJ, even without a consistent jumper, Amin Thompson has proven to be a productive player.
And that jumper should develop over time, but he does everything else at a high level. He's extremely versatile, especially on that defensive end, Kevin.
Brooks with no one around. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist.
He doesn't take a lot of time to make up his mind. Brooks always thinking ahead, and he's in position before the pass is made.
Here's the chosen one. 37 points in the win against Minnesota.
It was never all about himself. He came away with a lot of assists in that game and just kind of kept everybody in the mix.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, I was able to catch up with the head coach for the Clippers. He told me that Sengun won't be easy to contain. He pointed to his passing ability and said they can run their offense through him whether he's in the post or at the top of the key. He added his scoring, and he presents a unique challenge. Kevin?
Okay, David, thanks. And here's Jones following Jalen Green's three. Pass to the chosen one. Now, here is Harden. Shot clock at 6. Jones with the screen on Van Vliet. Harden gets the bucket.
There's that unlimited range that James Harden and maybe a couple other guys on the planet can shoot from. He just shoots the deep ball with such confidence.
Now here's Thompson. The scoring numbers have been solid for him. He's averaging just under 14 points a game. And the wide open shot from Green. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
I'd like to see him a bit more efficient. He has not been great this quarter.
Here's the chosen one. He's got 5. Pass to Harden. Here's the chosen one. From 18 feet away. And again, the Clippers good for 2.
He'll be asking for some lottery numbers later if he keeps knocking down shots like that.
Van Vliet passes to Şengün. Good, and Van Vliet gets the assist.
This is where Şengün can really hurt you because he's so big and long.
Here's the chosen one. Three-pointer. It's rebounded by Şengün. And so Van Vliet will bring it up for the Houston Rockets. It's a 3-point game. This one for 3. And Jones pulls it down.
Yeah, that's a shame because I'm not sure the defense will let him get a shot that good again very soon.
Harden the pass to the chosen one. There's a good screen. That doesn't go on the chance to tie.
Let's just say his subpar shooting is just one reason why they are trailing in this ball game.
Outside, Green. The three-pointer, no good.
You know, some people could say he's struggling on offense this period. I like to think of more of drowning. Just can't seem to find his confidence.
Rockets have gotten 5 of 10 shots to drop in this game so far. Right at the 50% mark. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Green's got his second bucket of the night.
Nice poise inside from Green, showing how comfortable he is amongst the trees.
Come on, team, man. No, man, team, man.
Come on, MP. You need to make something.
I'll try to.
For the Houston Rockets, they come in off a good outing against.
What do you want?
Golden State.
Yeah, that was a fun one to watch. Love seeing the desire that comes through when a team knows they have to turn it up to pull off the comeback.
This is how the floor looks for the Rockets starting the second. The post pair form, it'll be Smith and Şengün. Whitmore is out there with Shepard. And it's Eason in at the small forward position. And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession. And what a new era for the Clippers, Greg, playing here in their own arena, the Intuit Dome.
Yeah, no more sharing, right? No more covering up Laker banners. It feels like the Clippers are on their own 2 feet now. This was the goal for the ownership group, and they made it happen.
Now here is Holiday. After the miss from the chosen one, Holiday the pass to Smith. Over Jones, and it's Smith missing.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Pass to the chosen one. Shoots a 3. And again, no good by the Clippers.
And after connecting twice from deep in the first quarter, he hasn't been able to drain another here in the second.
Eason with it. Fires from 14. The Clippers grab the miss. Eubanks got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Here's the chosen one. It's rebounded by Şengün.
You know what?
Houston leading by 6. In the corner, it's Eason. Here's Smith. He can't get that one. Good work defensively by Jones. Los Angeles has gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Screen by Jones. That three is off the mark from the chosen one.
And with his team trying to trim this margin, his struggles this quarter, they're not helping things.
Eason passes to Şengün. The Clippers grab the miss.
And you don't see that every day. Usually he'll convert when he gets that close to the rim.
Good! Another from three.
And that last three now ties him for the franchise record for most in a season. You know he's looking for that next one.
You talk about being locked in all year long. Next one sets the franchise record. What a season it's been for him. And we've got a timeout called from Ime Udoka. He's ready to talk things through with the team. Amen Thompson, he's checked in for Houston. Fred VanVleet comes in for Aaron Holiday.
And
for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Here's VanVleet. Buries it down low. And the Rockets lead by 5.
Ready to play rough inside. VanVleet navigates the contact.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Hi, guys. The chosen one in the last game against Minnesota was a man determined. He added 37 points, and as you may have guessed with him, a lot of those were on the 3-ball. And his play is what allowed them to finally bust free. Snapping a losing streak like that is huge for a team's confidence. Kevin, it will be interesting to see if he can help them get another win tonight.
Yeah, David, in stretches, he was absolutely down. Greg, he'd love to match that performance tonight.
This team needs his contributions. When he's right, he makes winning plays time and time again.
Expect them to go to him early and often. Don't want to let that hot hand go to waste.
Yeah, just a solid job on the back.
Oh, my goodness, the slam!
Oh. Rocketing off the deck. Thompson showing that youthful exuberance.
And Greg Campbell showing up on the AT&T 5G Slam King. Here's the chosen one. Connects again from distance.
And he shattered the franchise season high for three-pointers made.
Getting them up and connecting with high volume. He's been a flamethrower all season long. Şengün with the screen for VanVleet. Bangs home the trifecta. VanVleet's got the lead back up to 9 now for the Rockets.
That scoreless first quarter, that might have woke him up, and he's turned it on here in the second.
And VanVleet, not the same scorer he once was, Richard, but he has improved his playmaking.
And that's the adjustment that VanVleet needed to make. The scoring doesn't always have to be there for him. But if he can set up, facilitate, and be a game manager, he'll find a large role.
And listen to the crowd here. They know exactly how special this season has been.
To set the franchise record for threes in a season, they absolutely love him here. And the Clippers making a switch here. Simmons is checked in. The Rockets also changing it up. Dylan Brooks, he's checked in for Tari Eason. And Jalen Green subbed in for Cam Whitmore. Brooks kicks to Thompson. Right at the free throw line. And there's Green on the assist by Thompson. Green's got the lead up to 11 now for Houston.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
The chosen one buries the long-range jumper. The chosen one's got 17 now.
That's his 5th three-pointer of the half. Filling it up.
VanVleet passes to Şengün. Green in the post. Down it goes. That's 4 made from the field. He's 4 of 8.
He's had a rough start to this game, and that's being nice. But he's gotten back on track here in the second.
Here's the chosen one. And the 3 off target.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Green missing again.
Really thought he had this one. And the defense, they were giving it to him.
Here's the chosen one. Off target with his 3. Rockets lead by 10. Powell with the steal. In the corner, Harden. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Here's the chosen one. He's got 17. And Simmons slams it in.
So often Simmons is the one making the pass. This time, he's on the finishing end.
And so Green will bring it up for the Houston Rockets.
Pass. Right.
They've led by as many as 11 points. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. 13 points in the game.
Bringing that three-point percentage up quite a bit this quarter, shooting it well. The lead's going to get a little bit bigger if they can keep this up.
Screen by Jones, the chosen one, and he sinks that one hitting the back of the rim on the way in. The chosen one's got 11 here in this quarter alone. And timeout is called by Ime Udoka. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. So, for the Clippers, Nicholas Batum. He's checked in for Derek Jones. Bogdanovich comes in for Powell. And it's done in for James Harden. Tari Eason's checked in for Houston. And so here is Houston. They have a 9-point lead, where there's a lot of emphasis on three-point shooting. Greg, what's your opinion of that?
Well, Kevin, you know, stretching the D isn't just about how far out they have to defend. It's the distance between that and how far in you have to defend. That's why analytics favors shots at the rim and from distance, and not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Pass to Green. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Lets it go from deep. That one, no good.
And we haven't seen them be quite as aggressive driving the basketball, settling far too much for jumpers.
The chosen one passes to Bogdanovich. And Batum kicks to Bogdanovich. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Rockets leading by 11. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Pass to Brooks. And here is Green. Fires from way outside. That doesn't go. He's 5 of 12 on the night. Here's the chosen one. Simmons, a screen on Brooks. And he hits it from deep. 3 points there from the chosen one. The chosen one's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Clippers. And so it's Houston holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. Right back after this break.
I can't see what they're trying to do offensively. Maybe with a little more patience, that shooting percentage will tick up.
Yeah, we saw several. And right now, let's see who's jostling for Rookie of the Year.
Acclimating to the league is not that easy. These guys are already accepting the challenges and the rigors of the NBA, and they're crushing it. I'm surprised.
Yeah, I'm curious to see which rookie might take even another step and separate himself from the pack. And that about wraps it up.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. Look at the chosen one. He's been playing really well.
Yeah, he's just been raining down on him from deep here. Talk about dialed in.
If I'm his teammate, I keep feeding the hot hand, especially since he's been on fire from deep also.
Powell is out there with Jones. Then there's Drew Eubanks. Then it's the chosen one, and it's Harden in at the point. That's the group starting the second half for Tyronn Lue. Stolen away. Pass to the chosen one. Here's the screen from past the arc. Hands it from downtown. The chosen one's got 25 points in the game.
And all of a sudden, that three puts them in striking distance, guys. He's had that shot working all night.
And I bet he's thinking that he could close the gap completely if he can keep those threes coming.
And Alperon Şengün continues to prove himself, RJ, as one of the game's most promising big men.
Oh, a lot of it is because of his passing ability, Kevin. Shades of Nikola Jokic out there. Having a big man who can distribute like Şengün is a real luxury. Şengün's fun to watch on the block. Drop steps, spin moves, up and unders. This man will put on a clinic down low.
Harden pass to Powell. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Powell's got his second basket of the night.
He just makes it look so easy on offense. Just, like, who takes pleasure in torturing defenses? He does.
Ipo Şengün. He's got 6. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. RJ, the Rockets don't just have young talent. They have elite young talent.
Yeah, you can have all the high draft picks in the world. That doesn't mean you're going to hit on the right guys. But Houston, they certainly have.
GA, if you look back at the Rockets' history, so many all-time greats have spent time there.
Yeah, it's an impressive list, right? Olajuwon, Moses Malone, Calvin Murphy, and Harden. Houston's well represented in the Hall of Fame.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, the Rockets are making progress. Coach Ime Udoka said it doesn't happen overnight. Changing habits and things like that takes time. Guys learn and grow at a different pace. My thing is getting us all on the same page. We're not that far off. Kevin, they sure look like they're building in the right direction.
David, they are, and some good vets have helped as well. And we thank you for that report.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
An important 2 points, not just on the scoreboard, but also for a little bit of momentum.
Thompson, good, and the assist goes to Şengün. Şengün's got his 5th assist in this one. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. There's the pick, and Harden wide open. He shoots. No good on the 3.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
Pass to Thompson. Green taking his time here. Here's Şengün. Count it, good. Şengün's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
A clean start to the half for them, knocking down their first 3 shots.
Screen by Jones. Here's the chosen one. No good from outside.
Shocking that he just bricked that one. The defense got real lucky there.
Van Vliet against Harden. Count that one from Van Vliet. Van Vliet's got 9 points.
Oh, tricky play by Van Vliet to beat the close coverage. Slipping pass there for the finish.
Here's the chosen one. Trains it from beyond the arc.
He's been a bright spot in their play today, but he could really use some help.
Rockets leading by 7. Brooks outside. From deep, Green. Powell pulls it in.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
Pass to the chosen one. Eubanks with it. Here's the chosen one. No good on the triple.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
And there's the call on Amen Thompson. That is his first foul of the game.
3-point shooting since the half has been about as good as you could ask for.
A different look for the Clippers. Ben Simmons comes in for Eubanks. And Amir Coffey is subbed in for Norman Powell. And a change for the Rockets. Eason's checked in. The chosen one passes to Jones. Here's Simmons. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. From outside the arc. And again for 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
Şengün passes to Van Vliet. Back to Şengün. Outside, Green. And Green slams it in.
This is how special Green can be at times. When he's hot, he can be an incredible scorer.
Ben Simmons gets the bucket.
You'd love to get the ball this close in every trip where you can almost just not miss.
Van Vliet with it. 9 points in the game so far. Thompson, a screen on Harden. To the inside. Low block shot on the way. That misses off the backboard. Clippers trail by 7. Here's the chosen one. He's got 34. Misses the 3. Eason against Simmons. Pass to Green. Now Şengün. Good. Great play by Green to set it up.
Yeah.
Green's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Here's the chosen one. Screen by Simmons. Here's the chosen one. Good. Another from 3.
He has been on the money from deep.
Yep, definitely looking to shoot it as much as possible. Outside, Green. 13 feet away. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Jones has got his 5th rebound in this one. Inside. Simmons passes to Harden, and he uses the glass on the layup. And now it's just a 4-point Rocket lead.
A master at working through contact. Sometimes it seems Harden prefers getting physical on the way.
Talk about confidence. Greg, what do you think about Harden's quote from a couple years ago when he said, "I'm not a system player, I am the system"?
Kevin, I laughed when I heard it because most guys couldn't say that. But Harden absolutely can. He's an elite scorer turned elite passer. Your offense has to orbit around him when he's on the floor.
And it's Van Vliet with the ball for Houston. Here's Thompson. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Simmons with the defensive effort. The chosen one passes to Harden. Lets the 3 fly. Good on the triple. Harden's got 8 points.
They'll with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
And again, unable to change momentum here. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. The chosen one passes to Simmons. Launches from deep. Jones, no luck. Van Vliet outside. Another miss by Houston.
And usually that's a bucket for him, but look, nobody's perfect in the mid-range.
And so is Jay. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy.
Come on, team. Come on, team. Cut that walk out of the way up. Come on, team now. Come on. 3, 4, come on. One more. Come on, team.
Clippers. Jones checked in for Batum. The chosen one comes in for Bogdanovich. And it's Harden in for Dunn. Houston with a big group substitution here. Amen Thompson, he's checked in for Smith. Brooks comes in for Tari Eason. Jalen Green's checked in for Whitmore. And it's Fred Van Vliet in for Williams. So on the floor for Houston. At the guard positions, Van Vliet and Green. Thompson is out there with Alper and Şengün. And it's Brooks in at the small forward. Here's the chosen one. Connects again from distance. You can tell he is feeling it.
Kevin, he's on fire.
Pass to Van Vliet. Jones against Thompson. To the paint. Here's Green. And Green slams it in.
Love the confidence from Green, showing he's got poise, taking and making big shots.
Powell, the pass to the chosen one. They set the pick. Back to Powell. Here's the chosen one, guarded by Green. The chosen one's shot is off. The Rockets shooting the ball at 42%. Thompson dishes to Green. Down low, here's Şengün.
And that's an important shot from Şengün. He takes pride in delivering in big spots.
Here's the chosen one. A three. The shot, no good.
2 minutes from
Brooks feeling it out a bit. Now Şengün. Şengün with the screen for Green. And Şengün throws it to.
It's hard to know what Green is going to do in these sets. He uses that unpredictability pretty much to his advantage now.
Here's the chosen one. Unloads. And that one swishes right in. The chosen one's got 5 points now in the quarter. Houston in the lead. Green up on top. Fires from deep. It's deflected. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. We've got 1:18 left in the fourth quarter. Eubanks grabs the miss. Eubanks. They set the pick. A three. Rockets with the rebound. Here's Van Vliet. He's off on that one. Harden with the defensive effort. Crucial possession with time ticking down.
He had an opportunity to take the lead on this possession.
Pass to the chosen one. Screen by Jones. The chosen one knocks down the three.
And you can't get a better bucket than that.
What a huge play coming through when it matters most.
And timeout is called by Ime Udoka. Coach clearly feeling the necessity to regroup with so much at stake here. What do you think Coach's focus is going to be here?
And usually you want to go for the 2-for-1 here to maximize the clock.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. During the last break, got to listen in on Ime Udoka's huddle with his team. With the game in the balance, Coach was calm in the huddle. His main message, execution. He told his team to make sure to remember what they talked about during shoot-around. We've got a great ending in store, guys.
Thank you, David. The chosen one passes to Pop. From outside, off the mark. And we've got a timeout called from Ime Udoka. This is a huge moment, folks, in this game. And he wants to be prepared. Guys, what's your take on how they maximize their opportunities now?
Yeah, always intriguing to see what a coach draws up in this situation.
If they've got a surefire quick bucket play, let's just say now's the time to use it.
And so it looks like the Rockets will retain possession here.
I'm looking at game.
12 seconds left in the game. Here's Green. No good.
And they had a foul to give, but you want to use it on the ground.
It's the first, and that ties the game up. And so making both free throws, that'll give them the lead here.
And in a close game like this, they can really rely on him to take care of business at the line.
To the chosen one. To the inside. Good!
Nice feed inside. Saw the play develop and hit him right when he needed to.
The Clippers taking the win in a close one. That was a fun night of basketball and fabulous finish as they continued to wait out until the very last moment to see it.
And there are so many times when you see these tight games won at home, that advantage of having that crowd behind you oftentimes is the ultimate X factor.
And that about wraps it up. And so for Richard Jefferson, Greg Anthony, and our reporter David Aldridge, I'm Kevin Harlan. Thank you for tuning in to watch the NBA on 2K Sports.
Okay then, that's how we stand on business.
I'm gonna copy again, man. Against Warriors. Tied to them with 15-10. Mama, let's go on, man. Should I quite fix now, man?
Crowd looks hot tonight. Better come with it.
Should I quite fix it? I'll come back in more cash with the Warriors and 2 Mavericks. Make it up. I should come back tomorrow. All the time. The Warriors, Clippers, and Mavericks. Alright, so at the end of my series, well, day 3, and USA Game 4, what I tell me, I went to 2 games close. I'm going to call it a day to tomorrow and more more fresh. Tomorrow be good. So until then guys, peace. Remember guys, don't hate, appreciate, like, comment, subscribe. I'm out.